I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please stay standing while we remember those who have passed since the last meeting that we've had. Sally Ann Yeomans. Roll call. Mike?
Here.
Paul?
Here.
Cassie?
Here.
Bill?
Here.
We have a full board this evening. The fire exits are here behind me. That's the fire escape. That's the only place we go out if there's a problem in the building. Correspondence, Jacqueline?
Yes, I have two. The first, I'd like to acknowledge that we have from Michael Bluestein, from Bluestein, Shapiro, Frank, and Barone. It is entered as part of the record, and this is from our public hearing on March 2nd of this year. And the second is from Mike Moriello, also an attorney. This is his memorandum in response to the Honors Haven Retreat, part also of our public hearing that we had, his response to them. And they are part of the record.
Bill, have any concerns?
No, that we haven't already discussed. Thank you.
All right, so at this time of the meeting on Zoom and then the people in the audience, if you have any petitioner conversation that you want to address the board in any fashion, you come to the podium or speak on the Zoom and state your name and discuss whatever you want to discuss. So if there is no such petitioners at this particular point, then we'll go to our agenda. The first two things on the agenda are being scheduled for April 6th, I believe.
Yep.
Regarding Somerset. Resolution, the town board by resolution upon final authorization to bid from New York State HRC authorizes the town clerk to advertise for bids in accordance with the general municipal law for contract TWA 231 improvements to the Cohasson sewer collection system. Phase 2 Cohasson Sewer District, Town of Wawarsing, Ulster County, New York. The bid opening date will be determined by the town clerk in consultation with the town supervisor and the Benarin Larios PC Engineering Company. So that's a resolution, and I need a roll call vote. Mike?
Aye. You need a motion?
Oh, correct.
Motion to adopt.
Correct. I went a step one
So
step ahead
moved.
of myself.
Second.
Mike makes the motion, Bill seconds it. Mike?
Aye. It was actually Bill and Cassie.
Mike did it in a high voice.
I said aye.
Paul says aye.
I say aye.
Cassie?
Aye.
And I vote aye. So that resolution is a roll call vote as opposed to motions. And that is passed. Town board to approve the, well, we don't have number one, right? No attached budget modifications. Number two, to approve bills as audited.
So moved.
Bill makes a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Cassie seconds it. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion's carried. Now we have our department reports, the assessor report for February, the building department, the justice court department, the highway department, the town clerk's report, maintenance department report, the dog control officer report, the recreational department report, the tax collector's report, the wastewater report, and the supervisor's report.
No move 3 through 13.
Second.
So 3 through 13, Mike, Bill makes the motion, Mike seconds it, all in favor?
Aye.
Those motions from 3 to 15 or 13 are, 3 to 13 are approved. Number 14, town board to authorize the human resource department to advertise for 6 seasonal workers for Parks and Cemeteries Department. The position would include a 40-hour work week at a rate of $15 an hour for a period of 18 weeks. Applications will be returnable to Human Resource Office and are due by Thursday, April 7th or 6th? April 6th, correct.
Move.
Second.
2023. Cassie makes a motion, Mike seconds it, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion's carried. 15, town board to approve the recreation department to hold an event entitled Hopping into the Spring at Lippman Park on April 1st, 2023, between the hours of 10:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Cost not to exceed $3,000.
So moved.
Second.
Bill makes a motion and Paul seconds it. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we'll have discussion about that under our liaisons. 16, town board to approve to waive the day permit fee at the transfer station on April 1st between the hours of 7 and 11 for the event entitled Hopping into the Spring.
I make that.
Second.
Paul makes a motion, Bill seconds it, all in favor?
Aye.
That motion's carried, so as you may see, that those two events are on the same day. They're in conjunction, one's at Lippman Park, one's at the transfer station. One is in the morning with the transfer station, one's in the afternoon. Separated because of the traffic that it's gonna cause, and that was a good idea to do that. All right, so number 17, approve the purchase of starting kits for the summer camp program, cost not to exceed $1,200.
So moved.
Second.
Bill makes a motion, Cassie seconds it, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion's carried. Number 18, town board to approve the selective insurance invoice in the amount of $17,691 for flood insurance at the Nappaneck Sewer Plant.
Second.
Mike makes a motion, Paul seconds it, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion's carried. Town board to approve the National Interscholastic Cycling Association High School Mountain Bike Race to conduct a race at Lippman Park pending the receipt of certificate of liability insurance from Sprague and Clean. The dates of the event will be Sunday, July 30th, 2023.
Second.
Mike makes a motion, Paul seconds it, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion's carried. Town board to approve the following trips for the Town of Wawarsing Youth Commission Summer Camp. Splashdown is a revised $3,400 and $3,450 on August 9th. Skate Time USA, $700 on July 14th.
So moved.
Second.
Bill makes the motion, Mike seconds it, all in favor?
Aye.
That motion's carried. 21, town board to approve the Wawarsing Lodge of Free and Accepted Masons of Ellenville to hold a Touch a Truck event at Joseph Y. Resnick Airport on October 14th, 2023 from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. and a rain date is October 21st.
So moved.
Mike makes that motion.
Second.
Bill seconds it, all in favor?
Aye.
That motion's carried. Town board to approve Robin Coleman, code enforcement officer, to attend 3 classes entitled 1203 Essential Code Compliance in Light Wood Construction and Construction Fire Safety given by the Tri-County of New York State BOC on May 17th at the Best Western in Kingston. The cost of the class is $80. Town vehicle will be used for transportation.
So moved.
Mike makes that motion.
Second.
Bill seconds it, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion's carried. 23, town board to approve James Montana, wastewater maintenance worker, to attend a class entitled Laboratory given by New York Rural Water Association on August 24th, Maybrook Senior Center in Maybrook, New York. There's no fee for the class. A town vehicle will be used.
So moved.
Second.
Cassie makes a motion, Mike seconds it, all in favor?
Aye.
That motion is carried. 24, town board to accept the letter of retirement from Bill Kyer, town attorney, effective as of March 31st, 2023.
So moved.
Second.
Bill makes the motion, Mike seconds it, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion's carried. Town board authorizes the supervisor to execute an agreement between the Town of Wawarsing and Collier and Berger PLC Esquire for consultant legal services for 2023.
So moved.
Second.
Mike makes that motion and Bill seconds it. That motion's carried.
Yes.
And, let's see, 26. Town board to approve the payment application number 16 in the amount of $76,950 to TAM Enterprises for the Wawarsing Water District, Water Treatment Plant, and well field.
So moved.
Second.
Cassie makes the motion, Paul seconds it, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Go ahead.
Motion's carried. Now this is the Wawarsing District that we're creating between Nabanack and Kerhonkson. DEP is putting up 22 million or so, 20-some million, because their aqueduct's leaking in New York City, or it's leaking up here, but it's, so that's why they're paying here.
Yep.
To create this water district, and they limited it to water versus sewer because sewer's not, they're impacting, their leaky aqueduct is affecting people's wells. And over a period of the last 10+ years, people's houses have been torn down, paid, off by the DEP. And a number of them, maybe 40 of them, and then another 40 of them were being monitored for a long time, years, probably 6-8 years. They stopped doing that in 2019, and then we started the project of actually, creating and constructing this water district. So it's nice that they're paying, but it's their fault. So, we're on 27.
27.
Town board to approve payment application number 4 in the amount of $90,123.46 to Grant Street construction for the Wawarsing Water District local road water distribution mains. Contract 1 general construction, WWD bid 07.
So moved. Second.
Mike makes a motion, Bill seconds it, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion's carried. 28, town board to authorize the supervisor to execute an amendment to the agreement between the city of New York and the town of Wawarsing for the construction of a public water system. This amendment will revise 7A of the agreement to delete the words $14,100,000, 14-1, and replace with the following $15,450,000.
So moved.
Second.
So that's Bill makes the motion, Mike seconds it, all in favor?
Aye.
That motion is carried. Again, that is, as this has been going on since approximately 18, as far as the actual implementation of the district. The funding has been changed, and this this one, we had to go above and beyond what the dollar amount was initially agreed to because of what I advised you of before.
And this
So-
is New York City funding paying for this.
Yes, it's their money, yes. 29 is. we're not
Tabled
doing
that.
That's being tabled. And 30 is the town board to authorize the supervisor to execute an FAA application for 2023 terminal apron and taxi lane rehabilitation construction. FAA project number 3-36-0201-XX-23. This is the town airport.
It's basically an application for us to get grant funding.
So moved.
Second.
So Paul made the motion, Bill seconds it, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I was explaining. But
Works for me.
Okay. That's all in favor, and that motion is carried. 31, town board to authorize the supervisor to execute the seeker for Open Space Institute O&W Rail Trail project, declaring it a type 2 action and is not subject to further review under 6 NYCRR Part 1617, or 617.
So moved.
Bill makes that motion, Mike seconds it, all in favor?
Aye.
And the motion is carried, and is there any other things that we're voting? I don't believe so.
Nope.
Okay. At this particular time, we have liaison, and first we start with the highway superintendent's concerns, and then we'll go to individual concerns by the town board members. So, Mr. Pais, you have any comments?
No, not really. Not tonight.
Okay,
Talked to you a little bit about the overhead door on the town barn. I'm gonna bring it up at Monday's meeting.
what part
I
of
got two quotes.
the building is that?
I got two quotes, to repair the door, not to fix it, to repair the door.
Okay.
Workshop.
That's the backside of
That's
that?
our workshop, yeah. And the other thing I'm gonna talk to the board about, I'm looking for a computer for doing the new trucks down there. We sent a truck over to Arkell to have it work done. None of our computers does wiring diagrams. I found 3 things up, which I'll bring up to the next meeting, alright? I think we should invest in a new computer. Arkell charges almost $3,000 to find a wire bed. And our computers don't go with that. We need something with wire diagrams. The technology on these trucks today is terrible.
Tony, was that a specialized system to
Yeah,
do maintenance and monitoring?
yeah. We got the one for, the internationals,
Yep.
but the one we're gonna go for now is gonna be able to take all trucks.
So it's like the
All
auto shop
trucks.
diagnostic type
Yeah.
things?
We gotta look to the future.
Yep.
But I can't, you go to Arkel and the truck sits over there for a week or 2 weeks. They're busy. But we gotta do something different.
Do you need training too to go along with that?
They're gonna do some training and get this set up. Other than that, I'm good.
Bill Brown,
Start off with a couple thank yous to the highway department, Tony and his crew for their response to the latest storm. And also to the water department people, coming out in the middle of the night, working all night, along with Osterhout Construction, repairing a broken water line in the middle of a storm.
now it's on Maple Avenue in Kerhonkson.
Yes.
Our recreation department is full speed ahead. She's doing an outstanding job for us. We had another successful event this past weekend, a scavenger hunt, attended by over 50 individuals. And it was a good time had by everyone.
It was about 12 or 13 businesses, I think.
Yeah, the signs were in 12 or 13 different businesses.
Did we want to say what what was it, a clue, there were clues or something, right?
Yes,
Yep. It was a scavenger hunt.
I know.
riddles.
So there were riddles, so what was I was told, because I was there at the end, helping out to clean up, but wasn't there something?
There was one at the library for the next spot, which was the police station. And the riddle was a place where donuts disappear. And everyone guessed the spot that it was supposed to be, and they all made it there in a hurry. And the police department had fun with the riddle.
They actually enjoyed that, right?
Yes, they did. On April 1st, there's gonna be another event, which will be an Easter egg hunt at Littman Park. Registration is from 10:30 to 11 a.m. The hunt will take place at 11:30 to 12. There will be some vendors there also and some giveaways for the kids, and a good time will be had by all. And it's going to be called Hopping into Spring. And then we've had some conversations on Berm Road Park. Hopefully we're going to be able to move forward on that initiative. Shelter will be meeting in the near future. Mike Machetta and myself will meet with the other individuals, and we'll be coming up with a committee and purchasing the items that's necessary to get the place operational. The agreement has been signed, a shared agreement with the village and the town. And that's about it. Oh, there's a grant out there for recreation and parks through the county there that we're going to look into apply for, municipal parks and recreation grant. And we're going to put in an application for that. That's it.
Bill, on Monday, we plan on running the water line from the landfill to the water.
Okay.
Probably take us a couple of days.
And that'll be giving water to the transfer station, fresh water that they can actually drink, and they'll have toilets that they can actually flush, and everyone will be happy.
They'll be able to clean equipment up there and do all kinds of things they haven't been able to do forever. Yes.
Wherever.
Is there something tomorrow with the youth commission?
Yes, I have that on for here.
Okay, so you'll talk about
I'm
it.
gonna talk
Okay.
about that.
All right, then, also on, Wednesday, March 22nd, the school has Superintendent's Wellness Day, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Was it Wednesday or Tuesday?
it's the 21st.
Yeah, I think it's 21st. 22nd, I think was ShopRite.
Okay, all right, ShopRite's got a, Yeah, the ones that discuss the ShopRite event. They're listed as a winner and.
Their, ShopRite runs a contest every year throughout all their stores for fundraising that their stores do. And last year, the Ellenville store had won, and they get their picture put on, their representatives for the fundraising, get their pictures put on a Cheerios box, and they sell naturally the Cheerios boxes in all the stores. This year, evidently, they won again, and there's a celebration there on Tuesday. I think it's around 10 a.m.
Yes.
And they'll be recognized there. There's also they judge cake decorating there, so all of their stores put in samples of a cake that's decorated, and there's another prize for that. Last year they received the $500 from corporate that they could donate to their charity, which they donated to the local food pantry across the street, who they also make up bags of food, and you can purchase the bags at the store, and then they go directly to our food pantry across the street there. So everybody's welcome to stop by and share in the festivities.
Okay. Cassie score.
Yeah. Whoa, dropping the phone is not a good idea. Sorry about that. Okay, so tomorrow, Nosari and I will be in the lobby of the junior and senior high school during the lunch periods with a table set up to give information to the kids, the students that are interested in possibly working for the town this year in the camp. We'll have a flyer that it shows, the kind of skills we're looking for and what our expectations are, and then she'll also have applications available if the kids want to take them. So you can look for us in the lobby tomorrow. The resolution that we passed today was the first baby step in getting the sludge press for the Cohasson sewer plant, and it is also part of that, rolled into that is an upgrade to the Carlo Drive pump station. So hopefully in the future we will not have as many issues as we've had in the past. So we're on our way to getting that resolved. A letter went out to the residents in the Wawarsing Water District that we have not heard from. It's a deadline letter. You have until April 14th to submit your paperwork in order to be connected free of charge to the Wawarsing Water District. So check your mailboxes. If you have any questions, you can reach me here at Town Hall, usually Monday through Friday. And you can also, leave a message and they'll get it to me if I'm not here. I also would like to thank the water and sewer guys who went out at 6 p.m. Monday night and were digging ditches until 3 a.m. with the help and gratitude we send to help from Osterhout, and with great gratitude that they came out in that storm and excavated that pipe for us down the side of Maple. And we couldn't have done it without them, and we really appreciate them coming out in the middle of the night and helping us out. We have collected 167 pieces of paperwork for the connections of 187. So there's not that many out there that have not signed up. But your last chance to do that is on April 14th.
Good job, Cassie.
Thank you. I am pleased that the end of this project is coming. Substantial completion is our deadline. Bullseye we're looking for June 30th. And it looks like things are lining up. The SCADA, which is the computer system for the plant, has finally been delivered. The only piece left for that plant right now is the backup generator, which is still on delay. But we're kind of trying to problem solve that. The Department of Health won't let us use that plant without backup generators. So we're working on getting that moving along, or coming up with a plan B. The assessor's office has been very busy answering phone calls and helping the residents get their star and enhanced star signed up, and I hope that everybody got their questions answered in a timely fashion. We are going to, I think Bill is going to be talking with Vince about the pool at Ellenville School and doing what we need to do to get that all set up. It is our goal, once again, to have the Ellenville pool open and the Cohonxon pool open this year. We'll be looking for lifeguards, so if you're interested in being a lifeguard for the town, reach out to Nasari and she'll put you in touch with Mia, who we hope is coming back as our head lifeguard. And with that, I'm done.
Paul?
Okay, so as was mentioned before, as part of our Hopping into Spring Day on Saturday, April 1st, the transfer station, we did this last year, we're going to do something very similar again this year, between 7 a.m. and 11 a.m. on April 1st. Any of the residents, and this is strictly for residents, you don't have to have a permit. You're allowed to drop off up to $30 worth of trash at no charge. You're allowed to bring cardboard, plastic, glass, and other paper recycling, again at no charge. Electronics, no charge. Washer, dryer, stove, those type of things, no charge. Refrigerator, freezer, AC units, same thing with no charge. We also do recycling of tires, and we'll be accepting up to 4 car vehicle type tires. We don't take tires for like heavy equipment, things like that. And the tires must be without rims. There's no commercial waste or recycling allowed as part of this, and no construction debris. Residents are asked to bring a photo ID. If you've got more than $30 worth of material, you'll be required to, the transfer station folks, and I'll be there with them, you'll be required to basically get a money order, because no checks or cash are accepted at the transfer station. But this worked out very well last year. It was a very busy day. And it goes again from 7 in the morning until 11 in the morning. So the transfer station was, and I guess to a little pun, the transfer station was really hopping last year when we did this, and I expect it to be hopping again this year when we do this on April 1st. And that's, oh, one other thing, the Friday fish fry, the Lenten fish fry is continuing at St. Mary and St. Andrew Church Hall. There are details on our Facebook pages and also on the Channel 23. It goes from 4 until 7 p.m. and it's a fundraising event that helps cover things like the food pantry and other things that are done for the community. And it's been very well received, very well attended, and we really appreciate the support, and hopefully everyone's enjoying the fish fry. And that's all I've got.
Mike Machetta.
As far as emergency services go, first, let everybody, just remind everybody, we just changed the clocks. So hopefully everybody's changed their batteries and the smoke detectors and CO2 detectors. And if not, if you can update them to the newer ones where you don't have to worry about changing batteries for 10 years. The volunteer fire service and EMS is in hurting shape right now. Everybody's pretty much feeling the same thing throughout the state. The downward trend of applications that come in and losing volunteers is in a dire need right now. We're trying to get out there and recruit as many people as we possibly can. I mean, we're all hurting throughout again, like I said, the whole state. So if you have time that you can volunteer, stop by your local fire departments, ambulance departments, and see if it's for you. If you're interested in the fire department in Ellenville, you can stop by at Scoresby or Napanock, Cohonxon, Cragsmore, and just pop in and see what's involved, and see if there's something you might be interested in doing. We can use all the help we can get. As far as the building department goes, they're still pretty busy. And even though it's wintertime, it's been a very mild winter. The amount of permits that have been written and inspections is far above where we should be at this time of the year. I'd like to put out kudos to John Umberzad. He's one of our newer hires that we had. Been through his testing, passed. He's really been doing very well in the office and mixing in very, very well. I'm proud to announce that we have found a building inspector who will be starting with us on 2/27. I'm sorry, on 3/27. TJ, TV was started already. His name is TJ Brawley. He'll be welcomed in very energetically, I should say. We've been looking forward to this for a long time.
You're managing the department as building inspector one.
Thank you, Terry. Highway Department, Tony, every month I say thank you to you and your crew. Once again, thank you for what you guys did with the storm. I can tell you, your roads were a lot better than 52 that I traveled on. So, you guys doing a great job. Keep up the good work. Myself and Cassie met with Renee, as she said, that they're very busy in there. I'm not going to reiterate what she just said again. You guys heard that already. As far as the village goes, Bill touched also on the emergency shelter that last meeting we said that the intermunicipal agreement was signed. Everybody's happy to hear about that. Now we're trying to form a committee and move forward on getting it stocked up. So hopefully in the future we can actually have an open house where you can come in and see what it's all about and what's there. That's all I have for this evening.
Bill Kyer, maybe Bill?
Well, just to follow up,
Not yet.
I've got the local law drafted for the fireman and ambulance worker
The exemption.
partial tax exemption. So at the next meeting, I'll have some motions to go out for a public hearing for the second meeting in April, and so we should be able to adopt it then, or unless we want to put it off.
Oh, congratulations on your retirement, Bill.
Oh, thank
You're not getting away that easy.
I'm not really retired.
Yeah, you're not getting away that easy.
you. Yeah, changing
Just under a different format.
Legally, you're retired
Well,
as an employee.
as an employee.
Not as a consultant. So,
Terry,
yeah.
That's it?
No,
make a motion.
I don't think so.
Let's get a motion to
I thought
adjourn.
Bill spoke a lot tonight, but get used to this.
You haven't seen anything yet.
Hope you bought a pillow.
So, yes, the highway department deserves a lot of credit for handling the weather event that we had the other day. There was a state governor's state of emergency. Fortunately, our area in the town didn't get as much as what it turned out to be, but that's weather. I mean, you can't predict what's gonna go. If they went with what they thought was gonna happen, and it did happen in a lot of places like Cragsmore. Cragsmore got probably 1.5 feet of snow, Chris, I don't know. So, and and Ellenville got rain, I think, and then Greenfield Park got probably 1/2 foot or, so. And then the county actually declared, the county executive's office declared with the emergency response, service, they declared a state of emergency also, but what they included this time was a travel restriction on county roads. So that kind of complicated the scenario, and, it's very good to be very cognizant of what's going on and to protect the people that are, out on the roads, especially, basically anybody that's out there. But probably the town and I think the county could possibly be a little more, in this particular incident, they didn't really advise the town to, I think they had a meeting the day before the day of the event, but they could have probably, I'm speaking for some of the Supervisors Association, which includes the 20 towns and the 3 mayors. They could have reached out specifically to each individual town and each individual supervisor's office and mayor's office to establish, the criteria of what's going on. I know they did have a emergency services meeting. Maybe that was covered, but, and I understand there was about 80 people on that call, so in one respect, that was handled very well, but in another respect, I think this is another scenario where maybe the towns, well, at least the towns, associations, the mayors and supervisors, want to have, really close contact and active, interaction with the county. We have to fill Cindy Schmalzy retired after about 10 years here, and that position is, we're gonna be interviewing people on the 27th. That'll be Monday the 27th. I think we have a lot of people, 11, 12 people that are actually looking at, for that position. It was a senior account clerk and it's changed to a payroll personnel assistant. So that, we're looking forward to having a good candidates for that and hiring somebody, right away after that, because, Nasari, our recreation director, had worked in there, for a few months and then segued over to the recreation program, which is sort of a better fit for us and, for the town. We're pretty happy, like Bill said, of what we've seen so far with the events that are, she's very attentive, going to coffee meetings, going to here, going to anybody that calls up, she's addressing in a very professional and kind manner. Let's see, the building inspector, like Mike had mentioned, this individual is now going to be managing the department, and we haven't had a manager of the department for, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. Maybe, might even be longer.
Too long.
I think Brian Arms was the last one, right?
Yes.
And then before him, was it Jack Kissel? Yeah, so it's very important that obviously anybody would recognize the fact that a building department, every department should have a manager, but especially the building department. I think the village and the town should both concentrate highly on that, but and they're going through a change also with Mr. Shug retiring, and whether he comes back as a consultant or doesn't come back or whatever, I want to make a statement that the building departments for the town and the village should really be run as good as they can get and as good as they can do, because there's a lot going on and we have a large town. If you want to look at the landmass of the town, it's a big town.
It sure is.
As far as New York State is concerned, and so it's a class 1 town. So there should be a lot of compliance, and there's a lot out there that, we want to make the buildings and the community safe, and that's one of the reasons that we have a building department. I think it's Wednesday, the 22nd. Yes, there's the Cresco Labs building. There's going to be a walkthrough tour with at 10 o'clock in the morning and then at 1 o'clock. It's really not open to the public, but it's the first meeting at 10 in the morning. I'm going to go, and the fire department, there's representatives from the fire department. Mike's going to show up, and some people from the fire department are going to be there, and the police department's going to be there, and the building department from the town is going to be there. And our new building inspector want to have his first visit, to our town for that. So, he's starting on the 27th.
he
He's
starts
starting on the
27th.
27th, right? But
Yeah, he won't be here.
but we're gonna try to invite him.
You'll see pictures.
Right. Okay. And then, what else? As far as the budget, I mean, we don't talk about that a lot, but it's now March, so we're into the budget season, 3 months, and we usually have budget meetings once a month with our outside accountant, and we're in line with what we budgeted last year. We're not over budget in any particular fashion. There hasn't been any extreme water and sewer issues that we've had to go out and, go beyond our budget that we've had. It's only March, but when these things happen, normally the individual departments, like the building department, the assessor's office, all these individual departments, accounting office, a lot of it's employees where you're paying salaries, broken into a .1 line, which is an employee salary lines, and .2 is equipment stuff, and .4 is a contractual line. But then you have the water and sewer and the highway departments that have issues that really have to be addressed.
Yep.
Especially the water and sewer.
Mechanical breakdown.
Mechanical breakdown on the water line affected 6 homes the other day in a snowstorm. And we were fortunate enough to have employees that have the ability and experience to go out there and fix that incident. Otherwise, they would have been in a snowstorm with no water at all. That didn't turn out to be the case, and we really appreciate the people, our employees that did that. But I think this is almost it, Bill.
It surprised me, because I thought you were gonna bring up the blizzard
look,
of
the sun's
42.
coming up.
Well, there was, in 1985, there was 2 feet of snow.
You did it now,
On April
Bill. It's your
22nd.
fault.
I had just moved back from California,
Actually, I think there was a blizzard on March 14th or 15th a couple of years ago too, so.
So, let's see. John DeVaris is here, our county legislator. He's also the Ways and Means Chair. Are you still that? So is there anything that you want to bring to the town? Okay. so
Okay.
Everything's fine?
Anything you wanna give to the town?
Well, the county is actually, okay?
Yeah, I was going to, but.
Oh, God. John was on the town board for 8 years, so he's, I don't know, maybe he's learned to be short and
Brief.
And
I'm the
brief.
reason why you guys approve all those first.
All right,
reports and-
2/13.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn?
Let me think about that.
Second?
Yeah, do I have a motion?
Yes.
By who? What? This isn't a, I mean, we've been doing this for a while. One person has to say,
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second it.
and then Paul seconds it. All in favor?
Aye.
A motion